That's when I say that's something I say when I'm doing something that's kind of difficult. Because can you imagine trying to stick your dick in a chicken? You know,
I, I'm a
it's a
little
little different. It'd be
concerned
a
for
little
you living
different.
out so far in Santan Valley now, buddy. The fuck are they doing
It's a
to you out
little.
there?
What are they doing to me out here? Well, they're screaming constantly. That's what they're doing out here. That's Ladies and gentlemen, let's see if I can still do this. You know, it's been so long since we've all been together. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Sober Swole podcast. My name is Jake Howard.
My name is Paul Rowe.
Hey.
Oh, and I'm the Grand Chameleon. What's up, y'all?
There it is.
There he is. All right. So before we get started, as always, we give a shout out to Gorilla Gains. That's www.gorilla-gains.com. They are a high-end apparel company, and they make great equipment that helps keep you safe while you train. Actually, tonight I was rocking my Gorilla Gains knee sleeves as I did 200 squats. I only cried like a girl for a little bit. Use that discount code JAKE15. Discount code JAKE15 to save you 15% on your entire order. And before we get going as well, I'd like to give a shout out to Royalty Nutrition. That's royaltynutrition.com, at Royalty Nutrition on Instagram. And to help me out a little bit with that is Warhorse.
Hey, it's Warhorse. Do you want your workouts to look like this? Or do you want your workouts to slay? When Warhorse picks his pre-workout, he wants it to slay. If you want second place, go with somebody else. If you want to be a champion, go with Royalty Nutrition.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen, Royalty Nutrition. That's royaltynutrition.com. Get a supplement that is not filled with bullshit, and they go out of their way to not use the cheapest ingredients possible. Check them out. Use the discount code 37HAKE to save you 15% on your entire order. Give some love to the FitOps Foundation. That's www.fitops.org. They are a not-for-profit organization that helps veterans rediscover their purpose after their active duty military service, and not just becoming certified personal trainers, but highly qualified personal trainers with the coping mechanisms to deal with the civilian world. If you're looking for a great not-for-profit to donate to, that's fitops.org/donate. Paul, tell them about those back people you like.
Well, first and foremost, I'm going to give a shout out to Advanced Physical Therapy. Advanced Physical Therapy is helping me get me out of pain. Not having me going to those doctors, getting all those pain pills, getting all dollied up and getting fucked up. Why do I need to do that when I can just go get stretched out, get worked on, and everything works out? You know, I'm not out of pain entirely, but it takes the edge off. I'm highly recommend Advanced Physical Therapy. Mandy and her crew are amazing at what they do. Please give them a shout out. And you can check them out at advancedphysicaltherapy.com. They're located in Gilbert over off of Higley and Pecos. Next shout out I'm going to give it out to is Pigeon Coop. And the Pigeon Coop hosts the 4D, which is the fourth dimension, the men's meeting. It happens every Sunday evening at 6 p.m. And I just hung out with a brother of mine over the weekend. His name's Matty. And he let me know that the meeting is still going and it's going hot. That's not the only meeting that's going over there, though. If you want to check it out at pigeoncoop.org. You can look up other meetings. They got all types of meetings there, co-ed, men, women, whatever meeting that you're looking for. Check it out, pigeoncoop.org. Last but not least, my brother, Kyle Summers. And what does Kyle Summers work for? He works for Purpose Healing Center. What is Purpose Healing Center? Well, it's an addiction specialty location, and they help out people like myself and help them get over their addictive personalities. And it's not just drugs and alcohol. They deal with all ranges of addictions. And so please, if you're looking for help, and I know right now during this time that we're all going through, we all need some help. So if you're looking for some help, please reach out, purposehealingcenter.com. If you want to look up my brother Kyle, he can help you out as well. Look him up on Instagram, Kyle Summers. he's more than welcome to help you out as well. I love him to death. He's a great man. Please reach out if you need the help. And that's all I got, except, wait a second, there's one more. Buy to Buy Studios. That's how we're being involved in this wonderful podcast that we're doing right now. Yeah, there it is. And that's my boy, Ryan Harvey, and otherwise known as the Grand Chameleon. He's working behind the scenes on this lovely podcast that me and Jake do. And not only does he help us out with doing this podcast, but he also owns his own moving services, I guess you'd call it. And we were just talking about it before the show started, and he is kicking ass right now. He just got so much business that he doesn't even know what to do with it. He needs help. So if you're looking for services to get stuff moved, please look up Buy to Buy. They can help you out. They get you everything that you need. They get you all of your equipment put together, and nothing gets ruined. So please hit up Ryan Harvey. You can look him up on Instagram at Buy to Buy, at Ryan Harvey. And that's all I got. Gentlemen.
I'm still not available to Ryan Harvey. That's I don't know what we have to do in order for me to make that clear. I'm nowhere. I'm at DJ Swirl.
DJ Swirl. My bad.
All good.
My
All good.
bad.
So what's up, gents?
Oh, you know, kids
All
and such.
sorts of fuckery.
So the shirt that you currently have on, Jake, does that match your mood right now? Is that indicative of your spirits?
I'm trying to will myself into a good headspace. How's that?
Gotcha.
What's going on?
I'm just beat, dude. Just
Why
beat.
you beat?
It's loud here, man.
Just beat at the house?
You know, and it's, yeah, man. It's, I mean, it's not, there's nothing, like, don't take this as complaining. There's nothing bad. It's just, you know, Ruth's 1.5, Marley's a month old. There's going to be some noise, you know, and, you know, when the big kids are here, there's noise. It is what it is. So, I mean, it's just trying to find a balance and a peace. So, you know, I've lived a life that has always been loud and obnoxious and fun and exciting, but this is it's a different type of noise because I can't like go hide in a corner somewhere. It's just an adjustment period. It is what it is.
I don't think that you're complaining at all.
I don't think so either.
Yeah.
I was going to say the exact same thing. It's not complaining, dude. You're a human being, and you're well within your rights to feel exhausted and want to have a break.
Yeah, I mean, and as per your solo episode, which I've listened to twice, all the way through, it's about acceptance.
Yes, it is.
So you are accepting this new role.
Yeah, I'm doing what I can. Good God, the internet just slowed down real hard. I'm looking like a bad closed circuit TV security camera right now.
CCTV for sure.
That's what, yeah. But, you know, I mean, for the past month, I've maybe got to go work out like once a week because I'm, you know, it's just my motivation is in different spots right now. And I don't like that, but it is what it is. So, I mean, tonight I just said, shut the fuck up and get out there. And I did a bunch of squats and made it happen. Brittany and I are both making conscious efforts to eat better. She's decided that she wants to give intermittent fasting a go, and more power to her. She set herself up a window and she's doing everything she can to hit, you know, her needed calories in that time. And I'm really proud of her. She's doing a really good job too. I mean, I know that this isn't exactly a cakewalk for her either, but she's doing a really good job at not losing her mind too. I mean, we both have days where we're frizzling out, but I think we do a pretty good job of holding each other up.
That's the most important thing, dude, is having that partnership. Because if you don't have the partnership, man, the whole house is going to fall down.
Speaking of the house, we're also refinancing.
Really?
mortgage. Yeah, since we're married, I can take and do everything through the VA. It's going to drop our payment about $100. I mean,
Fuck yeah.
$100 is $100, bro. Especially since interest rates are going to do nothing but go up for a while.
Yep.
That is what it is. So we got to jump on it now while we can get it at a lower than what's coming.
That's dope, dude. I'm happy for you.
Yeah, man, we're making moves. We're paying down some debt and looking to see what we can do about we have a guest?
Yes. We have a ghost guest. No. Yeah, I'm trying to figure this whole thing out in real time.
Oh, it's cool.
That's all.
Yeah.
No biggie.
Right. No, but like we're doing some cool stuff. I mean, I filed for. I went and was logging into all the government websites I could log on to today, and I'm getting submitted requests to get like pretty much my entire military record sent to me.
Nice. What does
So
having access to that do for you?
Well, I mean, there's sometimes like when you're applying for things that you need like certain stuff, but I already have my DD-214 and things like that. But this is like the specifics of everything.
So this is like.
So it's like
if they ask you for your high school transcript, same deal.
Kinda like basically my transcript would be my DD-214, my end of active duty contract paperwork. But this is like it's like all the classes I took while I was in. If there was anything special about any training I did, stuff like that. It's just stuff for me to go through to jerk myself off.
Nice.
Well, if that doesn't help your mood,
I mean, if we're being 100% honest, that's pretty much it.
So are you going to?
That night,
Are you going to hang it like prominently so people can see it when they come over, or?
No. I'll put it in my archive, but it's just something I want a copy of, just to see what specifically what is on me, I guess.
Gotcha.
Because I've never looked, so I'm more curious. And someday I want to have like grandkids that are gonna be rifling through my shit when I'm dead. Then I think that'd be something cool for them to stumble on.
How long does that process take to get all that information over to you?
I'm dealing with the federal government, man. Who knows? I don't know if you noticed, but there's a bunch of shit going on. So I mean, paperwork might be a little slower than normal.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
But I mean, other than me trying not to spin out when I'm feeling funky, everything around here is okay.
Who are you guys going through for your refi?
His name's Scott. Let me pull up his shit.
Well, I'm not trying to plug him. I'm just asking if it's somebody you know, or like, how did you go about that process?
It's somebody that my buddy Kyle, his wife, recommended.
Oh, okay.
And then come to find out today, also, his great uncle is the owner of the greatest baseball team in existence.
Dodgers?
No, the Kansas City Royals.
Did they have a baseball team?
The Arizona Lending Experts is the name of the company.
There's your plug.
There's my plug.
And his great uncle owns or is a owner?
Brittany, I didn't look. Brittany said he owns. So.
Holy shit.
Well, money.
Hey, buddy, can I get some season passes?
Dude, I wouldn't even know what to do if I had season passes to the Royals. I'd just be like I have these, and I never go to games because I live in Arizona.
Right.
Dude, speaking of which, have you seen the prices for the spring training games?
No.
No, I couldn't see the prices because they were sold out.
Dude, they're fucking ridiculous. I've been trying to find a spring training game to go to. They're like $90, $100, $110 for a fucking spring training game.
So you're going or no?
No, fuck no. That's too. I'm not gonna spend that. I won't even spend that kind of money on a regular season game.
So they're just not worth it to you then?
Not for that price, no. The whole point of a spring training game, dude, is to have the players get with the fans. That's my opinion.
Okay, and at $90, you can still do that.
Right. I just wish it was cheaper. I wish it was last year prices.
Take a time machine, bro.
Yeah, right.
Was it last year at spring training was when I got to help that old man not die at the Royals Diamondbacks spring training game.
What?
Yeah, do you not remember that?
No.
So I took Wyatt to his first professional baseball game ever. And we were sitting next to this just really nice old couple and just watching the game. And then all of a sudden, this old dude just slumps the fuck over. And his wife starts freaking out. And basically what happened is his blood pressure dropped. Because if he's, old and he was sitting for too long in a baseball stadium seat and he fell asleep. And then, like in a deep sleep. So I stood him up and helped him wake up until the EMTs came and they
Jesus. No, I don't remember that.
Yeah, I'm basically a superhero.
Yeah, I already knew that.
So do you think that you did him a favor to stay longer, or did you do him a disservice because he was trying to go out at a Royals game?
Well, I didn't want to deny it. I didn't want to deny his wife the next 6 months.
Oh man, 6 months is how much you gave him,
Bro.
Damn.
If homeboy was having a hard time keeping his blood pressure up sitting,
So you're not even like a 12-month lease hero. You're only a 6 month.
hey man, that's some phone calls people got to make, and
Hey,
maybe
that was his
some
bucket list
conversations
moment.
that he had. And I fucked him. I just ruined it.
I'm just talking about like I just saw Trolls, like it's on repeat here a lot. So yeah, there's a scene in the movie where the little yellow guy like he essentially sees the light, and so he's like having a fantasy about dying and going through the pearly gates, and they save him, and he's like, meh. And I just pictured that old man like waking up and just going, meh.
just
like
pissed.
like not grateful at all. Just like he looks at you in disgust, dude. That'd be hilarious. Ah, man.
Oh shit.
And you were walking around.
His name was Jerry.
Okay. Well, shout out Jerry. I hope Jerry's still with us. Was that 6 months ago? No, it was
last
year
year.
ago. Oh yeah. So Jerry's probably R.I.P.
Well, I mean, then COVID hit pretty hard. He was pretty old.
Oh
yeah.
Oh, so you saved him. You saved him so he could die from COVID.
I mean, and these are good these are good old school Midwestern folks. So probably when stuff started hitting the fan, he's like, "You need to stay home. You need to fuck yourself." And then,
So there were people who were like, "Yeah, let the old people go," and they saw you revive him, and all they thought was their Social Security. That's all they thought about.
Well,
he's still a toll on the system. Because somebody saw that. Someone was watching you be heroic, and they thought, this motherfucker.
Just somebody sitting back there, it's time to let the old ways die.
Yeah, someone was. Yeah.
He lived long enough to vote for Trump again, and
Yes. All of the above.
and I did that. I did that, America.
Yeah. So you did that. So he voted for Trump, and now he's like. So not only is he a man who can't sit for too long, but now he's upset because Trump's not even in office anymore.
Well, and then he got 2 stimulus checks, even though he was in the ground already.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
he might get the 3rd. Who knows? You know.
Hey, he's about to get a triple stymie. Good job, Jake.
We crunched the numbers on ours, and it's looking like this time around it should be pretty decent.
Oh yeah, dude! I just saw the numbers today, and I thought about Shannon because she's got 2 younger kids under 5, and now that you say that, $3,600 per fucking kid, dude.
Did you get to? Did you claim the big kids on your taxes this year, or was it Shannon's year?
No, we both get each a kid.
Okay.
So that's
So you're just. I mean,
the day the divorce happened, we each get a kid. So, but she's gonna have Brianna, her 2 boys, and then. But I don't know if she's gonna be getting any money because I don't know. I'm damn near certain she makes more than $75K a year. So how does that work? If someone makes more than that, do they still get to collect on the kids?
I didn't want to read this abortion.
He just knows that he's gonna get a decent check. That's all he knows.
Yeah, that's it, man. Like with all this extra time at home, like I've always been a pretty like anti-government guy.
Yeah, Mr. Libertarian. Mr. Libertarian is like, fat checks.
And then with all this time at home, I've been reading more and I just hate it more. And I'm just tired of hate, man. I just
yeah, you're tired.
I'm tired, bro.
That's the episode.
That's it.
Yeah, that's the title of the episode. I'm tired because I'm right there with you.
So what's up? What's up with you, man? Why is everything so funky in Paul land?
Oh, dude. Last couple weeks, dude, shit just went south for me real quick. I talked about it today with the doctors. They're asking if there's any specific trigger that happened. And no, it wasn't. And I don't know if I was feeling actual sick last week or if it was because I was throwing up. I didn't have a fever or anything like that. And so after talking to the doctors today, it could be due to stress and anxiety. And so they're switching my meds all around. And so because the depression medication and the bipolar medication that I'm currently on aren't doing anything, so they're going to completely switch around my medication. I have been doing a lot of due diligence as far as what I need to do to get myself back on track. I'm proud of myself for doing that. I conversed with both my managers, told them what was going on because I'm just so stressed out at work that I can't even fucking think straight. And so they were super supportive of me, and they're like, why don't you take a little time off and figure this out? So I'm taking today, tomorrow, Friday, and Monday off. I've contacted my work employer where they're going to go ahead and give me the short-term disability so I get paid for the time that I'm off and not have to use my vacation or sick time. I also got in to see a psychiatrist, which my psychiatry appointment is on Monday. And other than that, I've been like you, Jake. I've had zero energy. I've had zero appetite. I've had zero and it's not, I'm not at a place where I was last year when I wanted to kill myself. I have zero thoughts of hurting myself or hurting anybody else. It's just I'm at that place where I don't want to do dick. I don't want to do anything. I don't want to get out of bed. I don't want to time is just fucking stopped.
You know what you sound like right now?
What?
You sound like a normie.
What does that mean?
You sound like a normie, bro. That's normal. Like there are days where I just lie down and I don't want to do shit. To where it's just like the kids have been a hot mess, an opportunity fell through, or something went south that shouldn't have, like that was preventable, like and it just all piles up, and you're just like, and that as an adult you just have to absorb it. And
Yeah,
the
I
best
mean,
way to do that is just shut down and just let your body
yeah.
and your mind get back into the same space.
Sometimes a punch is supposed to knock you down.
Yep.
Yeah,
But
that's a
but it
good way.
sounds like you've got a lot of your support system is solid. Like all of the options that you just expressed, and your job being able to work with you, doing the FMLA, like you're taking advantage of all the things that are supposed to help you, as opposed to using every excuse for why not, why your situation is tough. You know what I mean? You're not playing the victim. So I'll tell you right now, I am thoroughly impressed with your candor, just your overall attitude. Like, you're supposed to still feel depressed. You're supposed to still feel anxious. Like I feel that stuff too, like just in different ways. But, obviously with your history, it's way more substantial. So you've got a lot more curveballs to deal with. But yeah, man, welcome to normalcy. Like, that's just normal as fuck.
Yeah, and that's the thing. And that's why, like, when I, like when I have you guys, you'll hit me up and be like, like Ryan did. Ryan hit me up yesterday just to check in on me, things like that. And then, when I'm asked, like, how am I doing? I always feel guilty in expressing how I'm feeling, because I know I'm not unique. I know I'm not the only person going through all this shit. I
True.
know there's thousands and millions of other people going through this shit as well. And that's when I then get into a really deep, dark spot within my head that's like, God damn it, Paul, you fucking pussy. This is not how you were raised. This is not how you were fucking brought up to be. How the fuck could? And then I just start downing, just boom, 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 just pounding down on myself for not doing anything. And then I just get so down on myself that it's like, fuck it. What's the point?
Yeah.
And so then that's why I was like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm not going to be a victim like I was last year. I'm not going to drink myself stupid. I'm not going to get myself into a fucking loony bin. Why? No. Okay. So, Paul, let's do what we need to do. What do we need to do? Okay, we need to go. We need to communicate. What are all your friends always telling you need to do? You need to talk about what's going on inside of you. Okay, let's do that. All right. Hey, Carolyn, Susanna, this is what's going on, guys. I'm having a hard time at work. I'm not able to focus. I'm not able to work. Okay, great, Paul. What do you need us to do? We're here for you to go take care of you. Great. Awesome. That's off my plate now. Good to go. So that way I was able to spend a majority of today on the phone with the employer, with the psychiatry, because I had to call 3 different psychiatry places, because the first 2, one wasn't taking on new patients. The second one wasn't taking on male patients. And so then finally I got into somebody, which I'm not thrilled at the fact that it's going to be on a telephone. I'd rather be in person, but it's better than nothing. And so
That's it,
they're
dude.
going to help. What's
That's
that?
it. You're fucking doing it, man. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm doing it. Exactly. I'm doing it. I'm not talking about it. I'm fucking doing it.
Yeah. And you're not
And,
and you're not making a big deal about it either. You're just like, you're straightforward, just, okay, here's what I got to do. And it's funny because if I get involved doing something that I know I'm good at, no one can talk shit to me better than I can myself. Like, there are times where I'm just like railing, I'm just into myself, just because it's like, are you serious? Like, just on little things that, again, the things that upset me the most are preventable mistakes. When I know I need to do something and I don't do it, and I choose to do something that's either convenient or that rewards me, makes me feel good in the moment. So eating, binging on social media, TV, whatever. And then you look back and you're just like, and I talk shit to myself, like, seriously. Like, if some people, like at my office, like I heard people shuffling around next door to me. Like, when I would do something, I'd be like, are you, and I would say it like loudly, are you fucking serious? And then I stop and I go, oh, I have neighbors. So it's like, yeah, man, just talk that shit to yourself. Use it, spin it, flip it into motivation, and then move in the right direction. And it sounds like you're doing all those things, dude.
yeah, because last week was me not doing that. Last week was me just being in the thick of it and saying,
Yeah.
fuck everything.
Yep.
I don't want to do it. Like, that's why I didn't want to do the podcast. Like I just did not want to talk to anybody. I didn't want to see anybody. And then it was like, I woke up yesterday. I was like, what are you doing, dude? And so I made a phone call for the doctors, got into the doctors today. My back, got the MRI results back on that. My back's fucked up. And so I guess I'm a candidate for a procedure, which is going to happen in the next week or two, where they do an injection. And if I get immediate release or relief of pain, that's a good sign. That way they know exactly where it's at. And then they go back in and they burn the nerve. That will give me pain relief for a year.
Nice.
I guess Dez's mom did it, and it worked for her too.
Well, I was going to ask if they were going to do the thing where they like inject like a fake cartilage in between your discs to kind of space them out again, or not.
No, that's down the line. They did talk about that. I'm not there yet. So I have arthritis from my L1 to L4, and then my L4, L5, S1 is bulging.
Fun and exciting times.
Yes, it is. It's a lot of fun being inside my body sometimes.
I bet you it is a lot of fun being inside your body.
Oh. So yeah, dude,
This shirt just makes it all better.
Taking the right steps, man, just to get myself back on track. Because I'm tired of feeling this way. Dude, I've lost 23 pounds in 2 months.
So do you think that you were storing a lot of that negative, that toxic, whatever has been holding you back? Do you think that that was part of your body weight?
No.
Or you think it's more direct related to your appetite?
It's more related to my appetite.
Okay. I just know that when we spoke last week, you had mentioned that you thought you kept, you had reached the point where you no longer had to be big, and you always felt like you had to be big, and so
Yep.
it just makes me think that your body's just kind of naturally telling you, all right, if we're really done with this, then let's get rid of it. So.
No, that's a good point. And you know what? It's funny that you bring that up, because I have noticed the more weight that I've dropped, my back is not in so much pain.
Absolutely, man. Gains are dope. Gains are dope unless they make your normal body functions worse.
Yep. And my normal body functions were always shitty because I wanted to be the big bad Billy Badass.
Mm-hmm. There you go. Because your tats weren't enough.
What's that?
Because your tats weren't enough.
No, God, no. I had to be menacing as much as possible.
Oh yeah.
Makes all the sense.
Yeah, of course it does. Jake knows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is what it is.
Man. Damn,
Sorry,
now
I'm,
I'm gonna have that fucking saying in my head. Man.
Which one?
Man.
Just think about that old man cracking over and then
Man.
I weighed myself this morning and I'm under 190 pounds for the first time in a long time. And
Yeah,
Congratulations, man.
I weighed 180 pounds today at the doctor's office.
I weigh more than you? God damn.
Yeah.
I mean, I am taller than you, but not by a lot.
I would say about a good inch, at least.
Yeah. That's what she said. I feel like Dez.
Oh.
Shout out to Dez.
Yep.
No, but I mean, just all the work, all the last 2.5 weeks have been nonstop. So like, my body is in pain, but like my figure is starting to trim down, and so not only am I losing just a little bit of weight, that's because I'm replacing all my fat with muscle. So I can definitely tell that, like, even Chase, when the guy who's helping me unload the container, he's like, you've definitely added some size since you started this. I was like, it's a real life gym, man. It's just, you're just out there. Like, I was doing clean and jerks today or the other day to get these sofas up because they were no fun at all.
And when was that?
Tuesday. Yesterday.
So yesterday.
Yeah.
So how's your foot doing?
Oh, my foot hurts like a mug. It hurts real bad. Like I
Is it
have
swollen?
insulated socks on just because they're thick. Because it cushions me walking around barefoot on my tile. That's how much it
Fuck,
hurts.
dude.
Yeah. So it doesn't feel great, but I have a stack tomorrow.
Woohoo!
Another 5 deliveries, and then Friday I have a pending. Oh, Paul. First off, I still owe you for the last thing that didn't happen, but that guy reached back out to me and said that is happening again. So
When is that happening?
possibly Sunday. I'm waiting on a response. But yeah, so he reached back out. He apologized and he said, "Look, things just got out of hand at the last second." He said, "But we got the space organized, so it's ready to be emptied." So they're ready to go. But so yeah, I'll let you know as soon as that happens.
Yeah, let me know.
I'm sorry about bailing on you yesterday, Ryan.
Don't apologize.
How'd that go?
That's what we were talking about. I think I had to move 30 pieces of furniture, sofas, and love seats, and they were stacked 3 high in this container, and so I had to back my van up to the back of the trailer so we can slide the couch down onto the top of my van, and then down onto the ground because we didn't have a forklift because we were on a private piece of property that was gravel, and yeah, so it was tough. It was tough. It was tough.
So you're saying I missed a good one then?
Yeah, you missed the good one. Most definitely.
Thanks a lot, kids.
Yeah, but the thing is, you were like my backup. So 2 other people fell through that were locked in, and I reached out to you as a Hail Mary, and you juggled it, and then the defender came and knocked it out of your hands.
Yeah, I was all kinds of excited. I was like, hell yeah, I'll get out of the house, go help Ryan do some work, and then it's like,
Yeah.
Kids got to go to doctors.
Yeah.
There's babies.
I even brought my my pallet jack just to because I figured they might be on pallets like the last delivery was. Nope. And it was on gravel, so that shit definitely didn't move. So tough sledding. But
sounds like a fun and exciting day. I'm actually kind of upset I missed it.
It'll make these 5 deliveries tomorrow feel like cake work. I don't care if they're stairs. I don't care if whatever. Even if we're delivering that furniture, like I know what to deal with because that stuff was $260 each, 7 feet tall. So yeah, it was. My body hurts. I just
man,
a lot, but that's why I make the big bucks.
Yeah. You been eating?
Hell yeah, dude, you're making the big bucks.
Oh, what'd you say?
Said hell yeah.
Have you been eating?
Yes, both of those things.
Yes. Okay, and yeah, staying up on your fluids and your salts and all that shit.
Oh yeah. So my regimen with my my vitamins and everything, I have it in this cute little sandwich bag that I make sure that I have with me at all times. So staying hydrated. Yeah, I haven't felt lightheaded or weak at all. Even like that took us 4.5, 5 hours to do, and like I was gassed at like several different points, but I was still able to recharge and push through. So when I know that's the case, and I'm not getting lightheaded or the alternative, I know that my body's good. So
well, this weekend or whenever you get a chance, get yourself a big ass steak for real, and cook it as rare as you like it to be. Not like
okay.
I'm a blue rare kind of guy, but to your liking,
Yeah.
because that has all that natural goodness that helps your body grow and recover.
Okay.
A little bit of that natural creatine in it.
I had lasagna tonight. Does that help?
A bunch of carbs. It's good for you. No, but yeah, man, go get yourself if you get a chance to sit down and chill, sit down and fucking chill. Just eat your big ass steak, have a fucking cup of whatever, and a baked potato, and just let that shit go.
Yeah.
That should help you out.
There's natural creatine in steak? No shit, I didn't know that.
I mean, I'm sure you have to eat a hell of a lot of steak in order to.
Well, if you're trying to hit that if you're trying to hit that 5 gram, scoop you get from a regular creatine monohydrate, yeah.
Yeah.
But just the natural way that protein works, the red meat protein and the fats, it's good for you. If you can afford it and you're active, a steak a day probably wouldn't hurt you.
Oh
It
no,
actually probably be.
I had
I mean,
Wendy's. I had Wendy's for lunch, and I know I burnt right through that shit.
potato. You're not a bodybuilder, bro. Get them calories in. Just fucking chase your dreams.
It was literally like a, do you want to take a break? Kind of, but we should definitely eat something. So Wendy's was close by. Calories, that was it.
Fuck around, get that triple baconator.
No, the guy who I told Paul, the guy who was helping me, he asked me, he's like, do you eat Wendy's? And I was like, yeah, I eat Wendy's. Because we have, our bodies are shaped differently, but I'm very active and he's a salesman, so it makes sense. But he's the one that was helping me. So as gassed as I was, he was working as hard as I was. So, but we ordered and he got a Baconator and a Sprite. And that's all he got. And then we finished most of what we needed to do. And he was like, man, I could really go for another Sprite. And I was like, oh man, that's a lot of sugar. So I had my water and I got a Powerade as my drink. So
hey,
made it work.
some folks live their life. Some folks like to live their life dangerously.
One of my instructors at the conservatory, he would talk about how he could never get enough bacon on a Baconator, and it was like you would hear him talk about how he ate it, and it was just disgusting. Like so much bacon.
So let's throw it back to when I was talking about how Jim Cornette broke my heart with all his the wrestling historian, how he's an asshole. But
Okay.
back when he was a rotund man, like real fat, and they told him to knock it off, is he'd go and he'd get Baconators and a Sprite. That was his go-to.
Yikes.
God damn it, dude. Now I want a
Yep.
fucking Baconator.
I've never had a Baconator. I don't really care to. That's too much bacon for me.
Well, just imagine a Wendy's burger and take all that lettuce off of it because it's unnecessary, and then just replace it with bacon.
No gracias.
That sounds fucking delicious right now.
Yeah, all that water you're eating with that lettuce, and just get rid of it. You don't even need it. Water's for pussies.
Speaking of which, I'm out of water.
I'm about out myself. Son of a bitch.
I call one
Yeah,
of
but
your
your walking
trooper
your
kids
house
to
a
go
lot
get it.
closer than mine.
Well, no, Ryan, I dropped the kids off with their dad on Wednesdays.
Ooh. So you just got the babies?
So, yeah, and Ruth should be asleep if God is with us.
You put the wheel in Jesus' hands?
That's right. Sometimes it's all you can do. It's like, hey, man, long time no talk. You want to knock this kid out? Love you. My bad.
And he doesn't know that's full of shit.
And he's like, hey, man, fuck you. Like, that's right. Yeah, that makes sense. You're right. I only come calling when I need something. So
Yeah.
I'm a bad friend. Sorry, Jesus. I tell you happy birthday every year.
Oh, did you guys hear about the what's his name? The Miami Heat basketball player
I did.
who was live
I
streaming
did.
and he dropped the Jewish
It was a Jewish
N-word?
slur. Yes. Yeah,
and so
kind of. I was saying
apparently-
kind of, not the slur.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying in relative terms. Like this is the equivalent if there is one. But yeah, he had an online gaming brand sponsoring him. They dropped him. The Miami Heat, I think they traded him. Like, and all because he dropped a slur on the internet playing video games, which happens
Well,
3,000 times every second.
yeah, and you also got to think though too. You're in Miami, Florida, so it's pretty big Jewish community out there with the.
He could be in Antarctica, and it doesn't matter. Like,
Well, no, I'm saying it's offensive no matter what. But I'm saying like if you kept him in Miami, it's
and then
you're gonna have some folks of a religious group upset.
Well, sure, but I mean, he even had like Julian Edelman reached out to him and was like, "Come have dinner" or whatever.
I read that. Yeah,
so that's adorable.
He did the same thing.
It's adorable how inviting it is. Like that's the answer, is to invite them to dinner. Why would you want a racist to your dinner table? Like, that doesn't make any sense.
I think he was. Did you read the letter?
No, because it's not the first time he's done it.
No, he did it with what's his name, the wide receiver.
Yeah, it's the white savior syndrome. It's like you got to put yourself out there to lighten the blow for someone who I don't know. Does he know this cat? Like,
no,
it just seems weird to reach out if there's any accountability that needs to be had. Which, again, the context in which it was done, I hear 12-year-olds say worse shit than what he said. So, like, we're in this cancel culture situation to where that's like literally the the slogan for CPAC. Like, it involves canceling culture, and it's like, it's so wild that as canceled as he got, there's still someone who reached out to him, a stranger, just to lighten the blow. Like, it's just really weird how that happens. Like, where else do you see that happen? That makes the mainstream, that makes people, that makes like the thing that shows up the news on the side of your phone when you swipe. Like, that's not a breaking news story. That's not like worthy of that, but they make it like because he's a white guy, he's a New England Patriot, and it's wild to watch how there's a difference. But let him drop the N-word, and none of this happens. None of it happens. Who else has been canceled for dropping a Jewish slur like this recently? Is there anyone you can point out?
Gina Carano, but
she's been on that energy for a long time.
Yeah.
And still rose in spite of that, right?
I don't know if she's rising. She's making a movie with Ben Shapiro's company, and big fucking deal.
She went from getting punched in the face for money to being on The Mandalorian. And the only reason why she's not on The Mandalorian is because of what she said on Twitter. So
it was because of her it was her post on Instagram when she was comparing, like, hating. I don't want to pull it up, but it had something to do with comparing the government telling us to do something to how the Nazis got the German citizens to turn on the Jews first.
Right.
Yeah. I think that was basically the context of it, right?
So that was the straw that broke the camel's back.
Yeah, I guess that was the one.
Okay. But she still has people reaching out to her and using her as a vessel for their their agenda.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if you heard, but obviously the good Lord did not hear my prayers.
No, he
Ruth is
did not.
Still awake.
Yeah,
she was definitely upset that Brittany went upstairs without her.
aw, poor baby Ruth.
Dude. All right, so I haven't in our closet. I have this. So there's a shelf, and then where my shirts are hanging, and then another shelf where we have like storage. So I had Ruth in there this morning, and I was like, I'm gonna put her on this tippity top shelf while I change my shirt. So I had her up there, and this kid she's been jumping off shit since she could jump off shit, right? I was thinking, this is high. This is high enough to where my psycho daughter is gonna be like, no, I'm not jumping off this. No. I'm sitting here. I have my shirt over my head. I'm pulling it down, and all I see just barely through the fabric is this body falling right in front of my eyes. So I don't have my hands. So I check her through my shirt onto the other shelf where my shirts are hanging. That's how Ruth and I started our day.
Oh, dude, I cannot wait until this girl's a teenager just to see
Bro.
how much of a badass she's gonna be.
You hear how tired he is now?
Dude, she is outside of her fucking mind, and I'm here for it, but I'm also scared for it at the same time.
That toddler suicide watch.
She's your kid for sure, bro. That is 100% a Howard daughter.
This is probably gonna hurt, but it's gonna look real badass.
Yeah, it sounds like she's just trying to perform wrestling moves. That's really all it sounds like.
Dude, that's another thing. I'm pretty much in charge of getting her to go to sleep. At this point, so we'll sit on the couch, and she will not sit down next to me and calm down and go to sleep unless I put old school National Wrestling Alliance wrestling from the 80s on.
Yep, there you go.
And this is before guys were doing stuff off top ropes or anything. So it's like all on the ground and like an occasional drop kick where it's a big deal. So it's like, I don't know where this jumping shit's coming from, but it's here. And but yeah, she'll take, and then she'll lay next to me right here on my left side, and she'll cuddle up, and we'll pull a blanket up, and she'll oh boom, oh pow, ow, pow, and then just out. I was like,
so I got a question.
More proof.
Do you think Marley's going to be 100% opposite of Ruth? Bless you.
I don't know. I think Marley is going to have some edge to her to put up with her older sister.
Well, I'll tell you, with my experience, Anna is doing stuff that Rylan is scared to do currently. Like,
oh, really?
They have a little swing set in the backyard, and they have monkey bars, and so you have to let go from the little treehouse and support their body weight. And Rylan is heavier than she's ever been, so she can't support her weight. And Anna just grabs both of the bars and just swings out there, and I have to like put my hands under there to make sure that she doesn't fall. But she just puts her legs straight up, and she's good to go. And I help her like go across the bars, and she is naturally adventurous, and so she has that same dropping from the top ropes that sounds like Ruth has, and she'll get hurt first, and she'll learn from that rather than be scared and be fearful of doing it at all. Like, no way.
I'm envious of you guys, man. I wish I had that. My kids are assholes.
I mean, you did. You just missed it.
Yeah, I did. You're right. I know. I missed it. I missed out on it.
Go buy one.
Wow.
You know what? It's actually pretty hard to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not as easy as what the movies make it look like to be.
Well, it depends on what website you go to, I think.
Yikes. I mean, I think if you really want to get it done, I don't think you do it on a website at all.
No.
Yeah.
What was it? The you're not buying a $10,000 Wayfair cabinet, or
Yikes.
Yeah.
We'll see what we get. It's a girl.
So is that like does that work like when you go get donuts and they're like, "Do you know what you want?" You go, "No, just whatever you pick, a variety." Is that how it works? Like it's just a roll of dice?
Well, from from what I understood was there was like it was like there was coded language in the description of the cabinet.
Oh, gross.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
All right.
Do do do.
Gross.
One
How-
children.
How do we Epstein our way out of this?
Yeah,
We
right.
gotta call the Clintons. I have information on Hillary Clinton that will damn her.
They're
Nope.
knocking at your door yet?
Knock. They just come right in.
But
That's true.
that stimulus check you're just talking about, it's going to be unexpectedly delayed now.
It's not coming to me.
How is it not coming to you if it has your name on it?
No, it's going to my wife. It has her name on it.
No, but
She
Wait, no, you'll get you one with your name on it too.
we jointly filed.
no, but it's still one check for the both of you, bro.
Yeah, that's one check for the both of us, but so it's going to go to her name, not mine. It's going to go to her bank account, not mine.
Yeah, whatever, dude. It's your money. It's both your money.
Not the
She is my loving wife. She can do whatever she wants.
I love my wife
she
too,
wants-
but it's still going into our joint bank account.
We haven't jointed it up. We have a joint account, but that's where we both kind of put money into that.
So
But we each have our own
that's your
account still.
libertarian. That's your libertarian touch on the socialism. Way to go, bro. Way to go. Way to live it up.
I'm partying hard, man. You don't even know.
The shirt
Fucking
speaks
love-
volumes.
I'm a fucking animal. I'm just over here crushing margaritas on the beach is what I'm doing.
Is that before or post catching the baby?
I probably could have used one post catching the baby for sure. Oh, I love that little psycho man.
Wow, she's a great
Outside.
kid, dude.
Yeah, dude, she is like she's so smart. And she shows it all the time. She's already so headstrong.
No, yeah,
We're
you
like-
can see it about.
And like she knows yes and no and don't do this, but when she wants to do something, she's like, I mean, she'll catch a couple swats, but she'll still go do it.
Fuck you, Dad. I'm gonna do this shit anyways.
I'm telling you. Her favorite thing now is we have to put the chairs at the kitchen table up on the table when we're done eating. Because she'll get up on the chair and then get up on the table.
Are you?
Top ropes, bro. Top ropes.
I had to take her rocking horse and put it in the front room because now that she can't get up on the chairs, she'll pull the rocking horse up to the breakfast bar and try and get up on the breakfast bar and grab the stuff that she's not supposed to get. It's like she's like, oh, you've put an obstacle in my way. I will find a solution.
Good for her.
We have locks on the dishwasher and all the like.
Adapt and overcome.
Dude, so it was just me and her
Yep,
downstairs. Yeah, it was just me and her downstairs. I was like, okay, I'm gonna take a pee real quick. She ran over to the dishwasher, and we had the big kitchen knife, and then the little, like they were both like chef's knives. And I come out of the bathroom, I hear ting 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 ting, and she's using these knives on the floor as like drumsticks. Ting, 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 ting. Like, fuck. It's like, what are you scared of? Nothing. Like,
Yeah. My wife
That is-
and I referred to those mood swings as the Tasmanian devil moments because they're just whirlwinds, man. They don't stop.
she got mad at me today because she was trying to eat a piece of dog food and I took it from her. And I kept on telling her that was gross. And she's like, no, it's good. Like, she's like, no. I was like, no, that's gross. No. And I told her, no, it's gross one time. And in her other hand, she had a Hot Wheel. She threw it at me. And then I dodged it. And she took a fucking swing at me because I was telling her dog food wasn't good.
Oh, dude. Seriously, let us watch
and
it.
I was telling Brittany, I was like, I mean, at least she stands up for what she likes, I guess.
There's always a silver lining.
I was like, fuck. I mean, like, it's gonna get to the point where like she'll slap me and I'll probably come back. I'll tap her back. I'll teach her the rule. You know, you can't hit dad without getting hit back.
Oh yeah,
You know,
absolutely, dude.
proper ways of raising a lady, I suppose.
Well,
I'll
that's
never
one
hit.
thing I definitely wish I would have done differently with my kids growing up. I never laid a hand on Brianna, but I always laid a hand on Dom, which is probably not the right thing to do, but it is what it is.
Both my girls can get it.
Yeah, I mean, especially because she's already showing signs of being such a. If she lets it get out of control, she's going to easily. There has to be some sort of stop measure there, and you can't just be like, no, that's bad, and here's why. Okay, she'd be like, that sounds dope. Cartwheel at it. You know? So, because she already acts way too much like me. We need to nip that in the bud as soon as possible. I've been telling Brittany too that you know, because Brittany wants to get her into dance and things like that, and I was like, no, we need to get her into a martial art.
Yes,
Because she's got that she has that killer instinct, you know. Like I was like I need to do something to where she can learn that and respect it rather than just lash out with it, kind of thing. Get that at a young age.
Get her into capoeira for kids.
A happy medium.
Yeah, best of both worlds.
hey, capoeira.
Look, babe, she's dancing.
Yeah, capoeira is dope. I'd love to learn how to do that. Then randomly drop kick somebody in the face.
Only Strong?
Yes, sir.
What?
You seen that?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude.
I
That's a
follow
great movie.
I follow a breakdancer. He goes by Neguism, Neguism, and he's ridiculous, like as a breakdancer. And then he also does capoeira. It's like what he's really passionate about, and so he does like fights and stuff on his Instagram and stuff, and it's really sick.
Fuck yeah, I love capoeira. It's such a beautiful dance.
So he incorporates it into his breakdancing, so it's like it's one of a kind. It's amazing.
That'd be dope.
The only thing I know about that is that Bob's Burgers episode where Bob's oldest daughter falls in love with the capoeira instructor, and then the instructor makes him shit his pants.
Nice.
Yeah, that's all I know about that particular discipline.
Well, it's a Brazilian jiu-jitsu. That's what it is.
I thought jiu-jitsu was just ground.
What's that?
I thought jiu-jitsu was like. I thought isn't capoeira is kicks and punches, and jiu-jitsu just submission wrestling with style.
That's judo. Judo is hand-to-hand grappling, ground control wrestling. jiu-jitsu is using your opponent against him. So if, let's say, you were to throw a punch at me, I'd use your energy and reflect you off.
I'm going to tap out in this conversation because I have nothing to add to it. I know neither
That's
way.
what and capoeira is a Brazilian form of jiu-jitsu.
I'll have to take your word on that, man. Like I said, I'm pretty ignorant. And
between the time that this airs and now, you will have time to fact check that.
yeah, but I'm not gonna.
Well, very well played.
What am?
Oh man, that shirt, the energy, the energy from that shirt tonight is radiant. It is radiant, sir. Like it's so.
Man,
radiant.
I could do it.
It's so radiant. Your Wi-Fi's having trouble.
Right, Ryan. I have the technology in front of me right now to fact check that right now.
Oh yeah.
But I'm not gonna.
Yeah. I know that's an indication of your mood right now, because normally you'd be tapping away.
I'm just partying, just having a good time. Listening to my kid not sleep in the living room.
Yeah.
But all I know is when we do wrap this up, Brittany and I are going to watch the latest episode of The Challenge.
That's still on?
And oh yeah.
What is it?
Oh yeah. It's well, it started out as like people from the real world got together and they did like athletic competitions for like prizes and things, and the winner got like a big prize at the end kind of deal. And it's still, some of those people still do it, and then they bring on people from like Big Brother and other random reality shows that have been on, kind of things.
Nice.
It's interesting. I like it. What
platform is it on?
MTV.
That music television channel?
That's still around, MTV?
Yep.
Yeah, I don't have normal cable, so I don't know.
Well, we watch it on, we have the Fubo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so she records it and we watch it and can fast forward through all the great commercials.
Nice.
Fuck. Never seen so many. I got pregnant when I was young and commercials in my life.
Oh, the 16 and whatever the fucking show's called.
Yeah, and then they play like Rob Dyrdek's Ridiculousness like 24 hours a day, except on certain days, and Jersey Shore and Jersey Shore spinoffs, and what a time to be alive, man.
Yep.
But the
I'm just glad the challenge fucking rules. That show is awesome.
Hey, it's your little guilty pleasure. No, nothing wrong with that.
No, I had my challenge phase. I mean, I was into real world and road rules like a lot of people were, but I guess I've moved on to greener pastures.
Speaking of Mike the Miz, former Real World Challenge cast member, professional wrestler. He won the WWE's World Championship again, and then had a big stipulation with a big guy named Bobby Lashley, who's, in my opinion, should never lose. Period. He's a freak of an athlete, always has been. MMA fighter for real. He's a black Brock Lesnar.
He's a what?
Okay. He's a black Brock Lesnar.
Holy shit.
Okay. And so he went and pretty much beat the dog shit out of the Miz, and now he's the WWE World Champion. He's like the fourth or fifth ever black WWE champion.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's a big
counting,
boy, dude.
And that's counting Dwayne Johnson.
Wow. Good for him.
Yeah, man. No, and he does this. I saw it live because he was wrestling back in the day. I was in high school. I was like a junior, sophomore or junior. And we went and saw SmackDown live. And he does this thing where he picks a guy up for a vertical suplex. You know what that is?
Yeah.
So front headlock and then up and over. But the guy, but the guy planks up.
Yep.
So the whole thing is that other hand here is here just for stabilization, right?
Right.
But this guy's shoulders are so broad that he can take this hand away. So he's just got the front headlock here with the guy straight up in the air. The guy's here. The guy can rest his whole body weight still on this portion of him. And he takes his arm off and he does this like crazy fist pump thing up over here and then drops. It's the cool. It's not flashy. It's not a high flying crazy strength and balance that would take on top of this guy's just wide as frame. It's one of the coolest things I've ever seen. And I've seen it in person. And every time he does it, I tell everybody that I've seen that happen live. But yeah, he's one of those guys that I've been a fan of since he showed up. Just this big, just muscular, fast freak of an athlete. I love watching him work, dude. He's great.
Well, speaking of wrestling, I was at the physical therapy yesterday, and they had it on. They always have a TV on in the room that you're doing exercises in. Do you have A&E?
Yeah.
So I guess on A&E, there's this new series that's going to be coming on about WWE wrestlers and their treasures that made them famous, and they're going to travel around to the different famous wrestlers and go over their how be a jacket or a crown or a cup or whatever it is, like the different treasures. That looked interesting. I thought of it when I saw it.
That does sound pretty cool. Speaking of professional wrestling, Soulja Boy started some shit, not on purpose. He said something about being faker than the WWE or whatever. So a bunch of wrestlers jumped on him. And he talks shit back and forth with them on Twitter. I posted it up today, but he and the Iron Sheik have been going at it. I've talked about him a lot, the old Iranian guy, right? Huh? Man, so the Iron Sheik is old as fuck, but he lives his gimmick. You know what I mean? What I mean by that is,
you better not look up. You better not look it up. You better not. You better not look it up.
What up? I haven't. He lives. I can't remember what he said exactly. That's why
he's looking it up.
Yeah. Oh, it's my post today.
Yeah, I know you're looking it up.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's because I have to read this verbatim. It's perfect.
Oh.
So Soulja Boy said, because the Iron Sheik said something about slapping the shit out of him and fucking him up. So Soulja Boy says, "You won't do shit. I'll Superman your goofy looking ass. Don't play with me. Turn you to the Iron Bitch." Right. So the Iron Sheik says, "Soulja Brony Boy, you have mosquito dick. How many times you ever sold out the Madison Square Garden? You have worse than that jabroni howdy doody guitar player Hulk Hogan."
What a fucking idiot, dude.
Oh, but he's got all kinds of people going after him. There's a woman wrestler, and her wrestling name is Alexa Bliss, and she's 5 foot nothing, probably 100 pounds on her worst days wet, right? And she's like, "You can come wrestle with me anytime," and she'd probably fuck him up. I'm here for it, man. I'm here for it. Let's bring the real life into professional wrestling.
That's the real life. Okay. That's the real life. Yeah,
kind of like how Bad Bunny is he's the 24/7 champion now.
No, you don't know the story about Soulja Boy and him lighting people up to try to rob him. You never heard that story?
Oh yeah, I've heard that kind of shit. But
he's not gonna fight anybody. He'll take care of business though. And not in a professional wrestling way.
Not in a organized professional wrestling match. Is that what you're trying to tell me?
No.
He will use his second amendment right to defend himself?
I believe so, yes.
Well,
And apparently he'll do it with style because the story that he tells about the encounter is so wild. It's like John Wick.
God, great movie.
I've still never seen any of them.
So you were talking
What?
about you're talking about the new wrestling champ is the Black Brock Lesnar, right?
Yes.
So then
Have you looked him up yet?
Soulja Boy is the Black John Wick. I think that's the episode, the title of the episode right there.
Yeah. Soulja Boy is the Black John Wick. Man, I'm gonna have to look that up. I'm gonna look that up before I look up Capoeira.
I'm telling you, please look up the. I think he did an episode on the Breakfast Club, the show in New York.
Yeah,
and he is quite the storyteller, and I wouldn't doubt it.
Good.
There's nothing like as real as wrestling is. Put this story in the exact same context and let it run wild.
I can get behind it. I can get behind that.
In the real world,
do what you got to do
on Twitter. Yeah,
do what you got to do. Chase your dreams. Build your hype. Sell your albums.
Well,
Speaking of buying and selling, I've still been playing with crypto a little bit.
there's actually a movie I just saw a preview for on Prime called Silk Road, and it's about cryptocurrency, about Bitcoin, and about how this guy started a website selling drugs online by using Bitcoin.
That wasn't his purpose.
What do you mean?
He just designed a website. He didn't sell shit.
Oh,
He shouldn't be doing his life. He should not be doing a life sentence for designing a website.
Right. Yeah.
you're doing a lot of sniffling right now. What does that mean?
You gotta run a nose.
No, you said he shouldn't be getting a life sentence. Then you sniffed very hard.
Listen, he should not be doing a life sentence for designing a website.
There's a sniff again. So does that mean you is this like a Snowden situation? To where he shouldn't be ostracized the way he is, or
if the allegations are true about him trying to hire people to kill people is true, then he should be paying for that crime. But even that is very highly contested, not actually proven kind of thing. But the whole deal about the Silk Road was it was truly a free market website, and that got taken over by some pretty bad people who were selling drugs and people. But it was
a true story.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know. Oh fuck, that makes me want to watch even more now.
Yeah, but like basically what they got him on was the illegal sale of people and drugs, and he was like, I never did that. I just designed this website.
So that's like Facebook
and he's doing
allowing domestic terrorists to coordinate online, and then just being like, we didn't design it for that.
Right.
Okay. Cool.
But you get what I'm saying? Like
I hear what you're saying.
So why is Mark Zuckerberg not doing a life sentence alongside with this guy then? You know what I mean?
I don't know the whole story.
Or the Winklevoss twins who actually designed the website.
Yeah, right. No shit.
Because that would be that's if you want to throw it to a comparison, that's about this. It would be about the same thing because there's all kinds of, especially back before Facebook started really like trying to crack down on shit. You could find all kinds of fucked up shit on Facebook. I'm sure you probably could if you dug deep enough, but I'm not going to. Same thing with Twitter. There was I don't know if they finally cracked down on that, but there was like, you could find accounts that were openly trading child porn.
So the way
you're
describing this reminds me of when you were talking about, because you mentioned free market. I don't think we've had an episode where you didn't say free market. So I hope that helps us out on SEO somehow. but it reminds me of like the story. Oh, what story were you telling? To where you're just like, oh well, like nefarious shit's going on, but we're not advocating that, even though it's happening. Like it was like a free market type
It's
feel.
the only thing that is against the non-aggression principle is the violation of someone else's rights. So selling a person unwillingly engaging in slave trade is an obvious violation of that. So if you are violating someone's natural rights, you should be prosecuted and taken care of to the highest extent of your law. So
What is the name of the
that's
show?
not
What is the name of this
that's,
show? I need more information. Because I
Paul, what was
want
the name of that movie?
Oh, Silk Road.
Silk Road. I'll check it out. That's
Yeah,
my
I
homework for
want to
tonight.
check this movie out.
Yeah, but like it's my if you are violating someone else's rights for gain, then that's fuck you. That's not free market because you're violating someone's rights.
Yep.
Well, what do you
You know, if
consider
you like,
violating someone's rights?
well, it's if you are taking away someone's freedom and then selling them, that's definitely a violation of rights. If you are stealing someone's property and then selling it, that's a violation of rights.
So,
If
like
you are,
the police,
if you are,
or
what's that?
like the police, or
Yeah, civil asset forfeiture
there it
shouldn't
is.
be a thing.
There it is. Okay, yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that should not be a thing. That's horseshit.
Do you know what that is, Paul?
Well, I'm assuming that from the title of what it is, I can guess what it means. Yeah.
Go for it.
Well, let's say,
No, let Paul guess.
okay.
Well, civil asset forfeiture, I would assume, meaning that I'm having any type of my assets forfeited from me against my will.
So basically, they raid your house, and any possession
Correct.
that you have, they then sell off for profit.
Yep.
Yeah, or let's say, your house gets raided, and you in your own personal safe kept like $10,000 cash. That's yoink. That's theirs now. That's horseshit. That's horseshit.
complete. Yep, I agree.
Let's see. What would another one be? If you are forcing a drug on someone, that's a violation of someone's rights. If you are forcing anything sexual on someone, that's a violation of that person's rights. If you are violating a child, that's a violation of that child's right because no child is old enough to consent. It's that stuff like that. That's not free market. That's you being a piece of shit. That's a violation of the non-aggression principle.
And you explained all that for what now?
Oh, because you asked me what was a violate. What makes it not free market?
I didn't
or
ask
something
you
like
what. I got you. No, I wasn't meaning
Yeah.
what do you consider violation of rights? I mean, the person who is doing the violation has to consider it a violation. Not your principles have to be, it has to meet your criteria. I'm just saying that if anybody's in a sticky situation, their morality goes out the window because it's survival. So it's not about
Right.
It's not about you violating someone else's rights, because if you don't consider people and you're just trafficking them, that's violating their rights whether you care or not, because you are.
Yeah,
and whether what ends up happening to those people after that sale or whatever, you should still be held accountable for, because you provide the medium. So like on my website, if all of a sudden some unlawful shit started going down and I didn't either catch that or I didn't have parameters to stop that from happening, I'm going to be held accountable, like just straight up, just because I own that site. And then I'll obviously prove my innocence by showing that I didn't have any coordination on it. But so yeah, I've got to watch Silk Road.
Silk
I'm
Road.
just-
Yeah.
Silk Road.
That's not
I'm just saying that I'm just saying that this dude shouldn't be doing a life sentence.
and I look to validate that statement.
Okay. That's my opinion on the matter.
Very good.
But no, we shouldn't be prosecuting or trying to prosecute Julian Assange or Edward Snowden.
For the same similar reasons.
The problem with Edward Snowden was he couldn't go through the proper channels to do his whistleblower because they would have just like silenced him,
murdered him.
So, yeah,
murdered.
That's a really polite way of saying kill him.
With Julian Assange, when things were getting leaked, they were getting leaked without his permission. He got a hold of Hillary Clinton, her chief of staff, and was like, listen, they have access to this. They're trying to release it. I'm trying to let you get ahead of it. And that was the whole email shit, right? And he's like, listen, I can't tell you who it is. I'm just letting you know it's coming. I have no control over it. I'm doing journalism, but this was something that is now out of control. I mean, that's all WikiLeaks really was journalism off of, what the fuck are you doing?
He's showing you journalism.
My legs, brother.
Rubbing your balls on the camera.
Sorry.
So Julian Assange is pretty much his whole thing is he's getting processed for he's getting charged with being a journalist.
So he didn't benefit from any of that?
WikiLeaks was benefiting, but he wasn't. His whole thing was he wasn't trying to release that information because he was trying to confirm it all the way.
But he was benefiting from it.
The people that released it.
No, let's answer that question. Was he benefiting from it personally?
I'd assume so because it drove a bunch of traffic to.
Well, there you go. There you
him.
Go. Yeah, so that's not the same thing because I don't think Snowden was benefiting from trying to save or give the public information that was, being they were being lied to. The public was being lied to, and he was trying to illuminate the truth, right? If he wasn't benefiting off that, he didn't own the website. He wasn't leaning toward a specific way. He didn't have an agenda. Julian Assange definitely had an agenda. Definitely profited. Definitely was wound up, and I want to follow you, man, but it's not the same thing.
Okay, that's fine. But I'm just saying that I don't think that he should be as
but you said
after by
he exploiting people's rights and benefiting off of the information that was in those emails is a violation of a bunch of rights.
But his whole thing was he was trying not to.
Doesn't matter what he was trying to do because that's what he's selling. It doesn't matter because that's like free will because he had the ability to do the opposite and to just drop all names, and he chose not to because he was protecting himself, and that's why he's still where he's at, right? I love how there's just no admission. Like there's all of these I think, but no admission.
I see it as he was trying to protect his sources, but I see where you're coming from, and I'm not disagreeing with you either. I mean, that would have definitely dropped everything, but then no one would have trusted him ever again to get any other information. So
because people trust him now.
He obviously had a pretty big network of people that did because he was finding all kinds of shit.
Okay. I don't trust anybody that has information that can harm me. And it sounds like he was just, you say journalism and it sounds like TMZ. You all right, Paul?
Did you catch a bunch more liquid in that one? Then
no, it's fucking dead. And I just sucked up burnt shit. Ugh, God, it's fucking disgusting. Ugh. Continue on.
Anyway, I think that was. I think that's an indication we need to.
Yeah, I think
think this is a good stopping point.
What time is it? Oh shit! I'm behind. I gotta take my meds at 9. I should have taken that already.
Okay.
All right, brother.
Well, yeah, go take your meds, man. Well, hey, guys. It's a pleasure talking to you once again. I love you.
Love you
Everyone,
too.
thank you for listening to the Sober Swole podcast. Did we have anybody show up in the live chat or no?
Probably not.
Not even Dirty Nate?
I didn't see any chats come. I didn't see any comments come in.
Oh, that motherfucker. How dare he?
He's taking a Jake break.
Hey, that's all right. He's got 3 kids himself.
There you go.
Well, hey, everybody, thank you so much for listening to the Sober Swole podcast. My name is Jake Howard.
My name is Paul Rowe.
That's me.
That's the Grand Chameleon, old DJ Swirl over there. All right, good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody. Love you.
Hey, it's Warhorse. Do you want your workouts to look like this? Or do you want your workouts to slay? When Warhorse picks his pre-workout, he wants it to slay. If you want second place, go with somebody else. If you want to be a champion, go with Royalty Nutrition.